Don't get me started on these stubborn blackheads. First, I use Rail's Pore Purifying Clay Mask and I leave it on for 10 minutes. Afterwards, I go in with their Miracle Patch Blackhead Control. It's a 3-step pore melting pack, and the first step is the pore melting sheet. For step 2, I go in with the cotton swab with the built-in sebum extractor, and it literally wipes away all the impurities. It is addicting. It's probably my favorite part of this, and the best part is that there's a step 3, which is the soothing patch, and you don't even have redness.
Do you have stretch marks? So do most people. They can be normal from growth spurts to pregnancies. They're like tears in the skin, similar to scars. As a dermatologist, here's what I recommend. Topical treatments use this and that. Start treatment early with vascular lasers like these. For established stretch marks, microneedling, fractionated resurfacing like the Fraxel, Halo, Profractional, and Morpheus 8 will help improve them but never eliminate them completely. Nothing's been proven to prevent them, but it doesn't hurt to massage with a balm like this one.
Having hormonal acne, it's very important that I know what my skin needs through each phase of my menstrual cycle. So let me teach you guys how to do so using the Ryal Miracle Clear line. First off, the luteal phase. This is the week before your period. During this time, your skin will be more oily due to an increased sebum production, which can cause more breakouts, typically those whiteheads that can be more painful. You want to use soothing skincare during this time to calm down those breakouts, and pimple patches are going to be your best friend. Do not pop those breakouts because that can lead to scarring. Use pimple patches instead. Now your period has come, you are in the menstrual stage. The skin is going to be more dry and sensitive during this time. The skin is going to need some hydrating products and products that can help unclog the pores. Now we've reached the week after your period, the follicle stage. The skin is going to need some light moisture. This Miracle Clear moisturizer is so amazing because it gives moisture to the skin but also targets breakouts. And any other hydrating products are really going to help plump up the skin during this time. And then we've reached the 4th week, which is ovulation. During this time, your skin is a lot more prone to bacterial overgrowth. Pore control is going to be the key during this week. I've really been liking this oil control mist from Ryal. It's a face mist, so it makes it super easy to apply. And using a consistent skincare routine that's formulated for acne prone but also sensitive skin is going to be key during the whole cycle. Hope this helped in kind of navigating what your skin needs through each week of your menstrual cycle. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments.
What causes gas and bloating? There are 4 main causes of gas and bloating. 1, swallowed air. So if you gulp your food down really quickly, or you're drinking through a straw, or maybe you're drinking carbonated beverages, air can get trapped, and once it's trapped, it needs to come out. Number 2, constipation. This is probably the primary reason that people have gas and bloating, is because they're constipated. So if that's the case, for mild constipation, things like increasing your fiber, your water, daily movement and walks, all of these things can help. Caffeinated beverages, warm beverages. A third reason is gut dysbiosis. So if there's any issues with the gut microbiome, maybe not enough good bacteria or too much bad bacteria, you may not be properly digesting your food, which can create gas problems. In that case, making sure you're really nourishing your gut, you're repairing any leaky gut or increased intestinal permeability, you're eating fermented foods or consuming probiotics to reseed your gut with good bacteria, so you're better able to digest your foods. Another possible cause is your food choices. Certain foods like artificial sweeteners or dairy are notorious for causing gas and bloating in some people. So any food that you have a sensitivity to or you have trouble digesting can cause gas.
Apparently, if you blow dry your lashes, these would stay holding up all day.
My Houston client drove 12 hours to come see me. And it was worth it. What's up H-Town? Only with that Lala_blood.
If you're trying to grow your hair or just on a healthy hair journey, you definitely have to wear your hair in a protective hairstyle before you go to sleep. I'm using a silk ribbon today because my hair is freshly washed and blown out, and this will help to maintain my hairstyle. But a braid also works, something loose and silk.
Here's another skincare secret no one told you, part 37. You guys, I learned this from a hairstylist and he gave me the most amazing hack when it comes to buildup in your hair. So buildup feels like basically after your shower, you've shampooed and conditioned, you're drying your hair, and it's like, why is it feeling so heavy? Why does it feel like there's stuff in my hair even though I just literally shampooed and conditioned it? This is called a buildup, and what you want to do is you want to clarify your hair, and I have the best and cheapest hack for this. So what is it? Baking soda shampoo. What you want to do is mix 1 part baking soda with 3 parts water. color. You're gonna mix this up, add more if you have more hair, do less if you have less hair. Mix this all up, go in the shower, wet your hair completely, and then apply from root to tip. Let it sit for a minute and then rinse off. This is going to make your hair super soft, shiny, lightweight, and just clarified. Why does this work? It's because baking soda clarifies buildup, it neutralizes odors, it's paraben free, it helps get rid of dirt and oil. So try this tip out and follow for more.
Let's do a date tonight makeup tutorial. I'm gonna show you how to go from this to this in no time. Okay, this is my day look. I have little to no makeup on. I have Flawless Filter, blush, and I spot concealed. First thing you want to do to refresh your makeup and get your skin prepped and ready for a new layer you're gonna put on without looking cakey. You're gonna get a hydrating, setting, fix spray, whatever you want to call it, and you want to drench your face in that. What is this fluff floating around? I use my Charlotte Tilbury spray, because this is so moisturizing, it's crazy. Just let that dry for a couple minutes, and then we're gonna get ready to put foundation on. Okay, for today's video, we're gonna use something super full coverage. It's my House Labs foundation. Love this stuff. You're gonna get your damp beauty blender, and you're honestly going to apply this all over your face in a bunch of dots, and then we're gonna blend it out. It's super important before you do this step to spray your face with something, or like to get it ready, like to re-prep it almost. Okay, now that we have a fresh canvas, this is why you use a full coverage foundation to cover literally anything that was on your face before. We can basically start from scratch. So I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury contour and start contouring my face as I normally would. And if you feel like your skin isn't hydrated enough, still you can go ahead and spray some more setting spray on your face. Like, this will do no harm. Okay, contour is done. We're looking hydrated, glowy, and fresh. Okay, cream blush. I'm gonna use this one by Kaja Beauty because it's so cute and I haven't used it in so long. Can you even see that? Hello! Another important tip while you're going date to night is to never drag your makeup brush because it's gonna take off the products, like you're more at risk. So you really wanna be able to stipple and tap everything you put on your face. Before we go any further, I need to touch up my brows because these are terrifying to look at. Less is more when you come to brows, so I just typically fill in any sparse areas. I don't try to get a shape. I honestly just fill in the bald spots. Lightly powder the under eyes. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury brightening powder. You also want to make sure that the powders you use are really finely milled so it doesn't look cakey on your skin. Now let's spice up the eyes. Okay, so we do still have a little bit of eyeshadow on. We obviously have our mascara on and a little bit of lower lash shadow, but this is going to work. I always like to start with a contour shade in my crease to neutralize anything that's going on. Now when I go out, I like to do gold smoky eye with lots of sparkle. Typically, sometimes I like to also add in a little bit of rosy pink mauves. On that note, I'm going to start off with this bronze copper shade in my Tom Ford palette in the outer corner and into the crease a little bit. I always drag it out to create this like longer eye. Already you could leave it at that and put a little highlight on the lid, but I'm gonna go an extra step. I'm gonna add a little bit of this pink right on that outer corner because I need a little bit. Now let's combine these two highlight colors and put that on my lid. Wow! Anything sparkly just brings something out in me. If you have any glitter, which I of course do, I like to pop some on my eyes. This brush is stained. I've washed it a million and one times so it won't come out. Spray your brush with setting spray right into the sparkle and you're honestly going to just tap it all over your lid. Look at that! Let's add a tiny little wing on the outside. Pop on a bold lip. Here you are date tonight looking refreshed and glowing.
Is in, so let's do nails inspired by this iconic Canadian tuxedo look. I'm using Makart's Prep-in-1 to apply the Daily Charm Medium Almond Extension tips, then I'm grabbing a bunch of blue gel polishes and mixing white in it to get a gradient of blues. For the thumb and pinky, I did a patchwork denim design. To get that textured effect, I dabbed on some dark blue with a sponge, then I painted the stitching with a white gel polish. For the index, I did a distressed hole situation, and I kept the middle and ring finger super simple. I topped everything off with a matte top coat, and this just blended everything together, and this is the final look. I don't know about you, but that looks like denim to me. Let me know what you think.